Over 30 million gamers who are into first and third person shooter games hone their skills in AimLab. If you're still not one of them, then download that in Steam for free. It doesn't matter if you're a noob or a seasoned pro. Without specific reflex training, then you're at a disadvantage. And that is why ROG partnered up with the esports professionals from AimLab to bring you the ROG Harpe Ace AimLab Edition wireless gaming mouse and the ROG Hone Ace AimLab Edition gaming mousepad. If you're interested in what the collaboration means and how these two products were optimized for AimLab, then check out the video link in the description below. ROG is not only dedicated to making better products, which in this case collaborating with AimLab, but also committed to making a more sustainable future. The packaging for the ROG Harpe Ace contains zero plastic. Let's see what's inside the box. A thank you card, the Harpe Ace wireless mouse, wireless dongle, a 2-meter ROG paracord cable, USB dongle extender, a set of grip tape exclusively made for the Harpe Ace, 3 spare PTFE mouse feet pads, ROG stickers, QSG, and warranty booklet. As expected, when you pick up any ultralight mouse made for the pros, immediately you'll notice how light it is. What is unexpected is that somehow the Harpe Ace managed to hit 54 grams without perforating the outer shell or shrinking the overall size. The construction looks and feels amazingly solid, and the shape was refined with the feedback from the pros at AimLab. Are you allowed to reveal what material is used?
It's a bio-based nylon material, and we are the first to utilize the material in the industry.
I still don't know exactly what that is, but I know that nylon is strong, and most probably more mice will start having it soon. The Harpe Ace features the ROG micro switches, which features a 70 million click lifespan. The mechanical structure of the outer shell and buttons were tuned with the feedback from the FPS coaches and esports pros at AimLab. The result was a perfected click force. Can you tell me a little bit about how the click feel was optimized?
The click feel was tuned to be tactile and clear to prevent misclicks, and we went through numerous prototypes to find exactly what we're looking for.
For sure. What about the push-fit switch sockets? Unless I missed something, I noticed for once I couldn't open the mouse.
Well, yeah, the Harpe Ace was not meant to be opened. We had a clear objective for this mouse, and that's lightweight.
54 grams is pretty insane. It's for a specific group of people who know exactly what they want. What they don't realize is that incorporating the push-fit switch sockets means that the whole mechanical structure needs to be altered so that it can be opened easily, look nice, and not squeaky. There's substantial engineering in the design that goes unnoticed. For 54 grams, it's incredible there's still tri-mode connectivity, RGB indicator on the scroll wheel, storage for the wireless dongle, and dedicated buttons for the DPI and Bluetooth pairing. People have mixed feelings about having the DPI button on the underside, but pros generally like it. The side buttons can be reassigned as DPI buttons in software just like the other mice, right?
Well, yeah, if people don't like the DPI button on the underside, then just map an additional one.
The button layout is standard with the left, right, middle, and 2 side buttons.
Oh, by the way, there is an AimLab logo on the side. Take a look.
Ah, look at that. Awesome. Here's the USB Type-C port, the ROG paracord cable that goes into it, and a dongle extender if you want to move the wireless dongle closer to the mouse for best reception. And here is the perfect companion for the Harpe Ace, the Hone Ace AimLab Edition. They complement each other with the turquoise color scheme and design language. The printed pattern is based on the AimLab logo matching the one on the side of the mouse, with measurement marks running along the bottom edge. These markings are handy when calibrating the mouse with the AimLab ROG 360 software. All this is framed with a turquoise flat stitching. This gaming mousepad is slightly bigger than a regular large, with dimensions 50.8 by 42 centimeters. The thickness of the hybrid surface and rubber base is 3 millimeters. With feedback from the pros, the hybrid surface on the ROG Harpe AimLab Edition gaming mousepad is optimal for control. The amount of friction is ideal for flicking and swiping with speed and accuracy. It feels like a hard surface, but you can roll it up so you can fit it in your backpack. The military grade nano coating means the Harpe is resistant to water, oil, and dust. The mouse shape is always tested with many versions and iterations of prototypes, because we believe comfort and support play significant roles in terms of accuracy and gaming experience over prolonged time. The opportunity to collaborate with top esports pros and world record aimers at AimLab must have been incredibly insightful when deciding the final shape.
Absolutely. They reviewed every prototype and provided a great deal of constructive feedback about the feel and weight distribution, as well as some fine details which people don't generally pay attention to. The fact that they are satisfied with the finished product is huge. If the pros have faith in the Harpe, then so do we. Without the trust in your gear when in those intense moments, nobody can be at their best. The ambidextrous form factor has asymmetrical buttons which flares out at the front, maintaining a firm grip for palm grip users. The ledge beside the left and right buttons were designed to prevent misclicks for gamers using the 1-3-1 grip. For gamers using the claw grip, the gap below the wheel was bridged to allow more surface area to press. We experimented with the height and position of the hump, so the palm can sustain optimal control and stability.
Wow, the pros really paid attention to the minor details. I bet they must be thrilled to be playing with a mouse that has been tailored according to their requests.
I believe so. This collab is totally a win-win for both AimLab and ROG. Even the surface texture was refined for friction, which helps with control when flicking and making swift swipes.
I love the rough texture on it. It gives it a tough appearance and it's less prone to shine. A lot of mice are too small for me, and this looked like it was going to be honest, but I can really see what you meant about the hump and the weight distribution. The shape of it provides good support for control no matter what grip I use on it, palm, which I use most, fingertip, and if I adjust my grip slightly, then claw is quite comfortable also. However I pick it up, it's always going to be well balanced and the side panels are really solid.
Another detail was a scroll wheel. Some emphasis was placed on making it smoother, yet with more pronounced steps.
I did notice the Chakram X was pronounced as well. There was a slight difference in tension. I'll have to test it out more in games later, but it's good to know. So, tell me about how you got the Harpe down to 54 grams using biohazardous nylon.
This is actually bio-based nylon. It's in no way hazardous, and in fact, it's eco-friendly. It's an innovative material for the mouse shell, which is obviously very light but very strong at the same time.
I get that it must be incredibly strong because it not only feels solid, but how did you do it without perforating the shell?
Well, there is some perforating, but on the PCB, and strategic selection of electronic components. That being said, the Harpe retains some features and components which other mice have sacrificed for the sake of lowering the weight, such as Bluetooth, dedicated DPI button, RGB lighting, and storage slot for the wireless receiver. Also, the 54 grams weight of Harpe is the lightest among all the gaming mice that share the similar dimensions.
The Harpe features the latest aim.36K sensor with less than 1% CPI deviation, 650 IPS, 50G acceleration, and angle tuning adjustments ranging from -30 to 30 degrees. It's worth noting that you can change the polling rate, liftoff distance, and DPI without going into software. SpeedNova wireless technology ensures the RF connection is fast and robust, making sure the polling rate maintains peak performance even with interference nearby. This is especially important when there's an increasing number of wireless devices in proximity nowadays. Everything's going wireless nowadays. So there's an extender adapter in case the distance between you and the PC is farther than usual. With SpeedNova, the Harpe takes low click latency over a wireless connection to another level with only 0.84 milliseconds on average, which makes this wireless mouse on par with some of the best wired mice on the market. Typically, more performance equals more power consumption, but with the Harpe Ace, you can get up to 90 hours over RF 2.4 GHz or 98 hours over Bluetooth. FPS gamers are looking for a scientific data-driven method to test their aiming skills, then receive instant feedback on ways to optimize their settings. In the past, AimLab could only get gamers' scores from the tasks they developed, but never really had the chance to look into detail why people got low scores. Now with AimLab Settings Optimizer, they can actually read and analyze data directly from the Harpe Ace. And so it's possible to know how to improve your aim by suggesting the best possible mouse settings according to your playing style. With the ideal mouse settings, now you can optimize your gaming skills so you're in a better position to win. AimLab ROG 360, a custom task in AimLab software, lets you train your side flicking skills in 360 degrees. Targets encircling you are placed 22.5 degrees apart. The markings on the bottom edge of the mousepad help you quantify wrist and forearm movements in centimeters while moving the crosshair on screen. Practice will improve precise flicking skills and consistent crosshair placement. All in all, the AimLab edition had a very clear direction as far as I can tell, and that's the winning edge. A few months of training with this combination of hardware and software, I'm gonna have a hard time believing anyone who says their speed and accuracy didn't improve. The new Ace collection includes the AimLab edition mouse and mousepad, as well as the falchion. You can pick up the whole set upon launch. Who's up for a 30-day challenge? Let me know in the comments if you have become a believer or that you still suck.